This is going to be a video I'm going to get shot from. Oh boy. Alright, yeah, by the way, you might notice that it's picking up everything and not just the picture, and I'm not doing this on a recording. I'm actually live streaming it. Whatever. Anyways, I've been having all of today I've been annoyed, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get annoyed again just now. Yep, called it. Be right back, I guess. Okay, third time's the charm. So you might be wondering, why don't I have this full screened? Well, I'm live streaming it for those in the future, which is going to be hopefully everybody. Anyways, the other reason why is because if you full screen it and you click off of it, which is something I'm going to have to do, it unfull screens. So thanks, Windows. By Windows, I mean Microsoft, for making a vastly shittier version of the picture fucking application. Anyways, so we're gonna be fucking talking about certain stuff on my JeremyRants Tumblr blog because I actually like it, and I've been fucking really pissy after for just a while now, but mostly I've been really pissy because of fucking trying to play CS:GO. What the fuck, Valve? You don't need to release an update that changes the entire meta of the game every time Gabe Newell turns left or Obama goes to fucking Olive Garden. You do realize the more you update the game, the more the game will just go down in quality, and that's just a fact because you guys can't make games anymore. That's why you haven't made any other games. That's why the only games that are going to come out that are, fucking even being worked on aren't even being worked on specifically by you and some subsidiary. But whatever. Fuck Valve. We're going to talk about some stuff. So I've been mad. Just frustrated more than anything, I guess. So I'm gonna okay, I have a JeremyRants blog. Let me explain this real quick. I'm drinking some fucking shitty beer, but it's weirdly potent to me. It's like the only thing that'll ever really work. So if I start acting weird, slurring, and generally sounding like I have a disability, it's probably because I do, but that's besides the point. We're going to be talking about shit on my blog because I actually want to. So if anyone goes there and you want a follow-up, well, you can listen to me drunkenly talk about it. And this time I'm actually going to be drunk while doing it instead of just being mentally fucking broken, which is what I usually am. So here we go. So on Tumblr, someone was having an argument, I guess, with someone on Twitter, as anything on Tumblr really seems to go. And I guess it ended with some guy placing a, obviously not a real one, but a satanic hex on their fucking, what the fuck would you call it? Womb. Yeah, there you go. It's already hitting me a bit in terms of trying to think, but whatever. So, anyways, I'm following this one guy, and I don't really want to name him, but it's pretty obvious if you follow him and then look at my rant immediately after it, but whatever. I'm debating on not following him, but he reblogs some really good shit, but I know I can find better. I don't know. I think the guy is probably racist, and I don't really know if he's an SJW, but at any rate, he seems to be more misinformed than anything, which I guess I shouldn't expect anything less from anybody on Tumblr because they're all misinformed. So I made a post about it because someone made a post fucking. If I could find it, I'm gonna try and find it real quick what the fucking post was, and then I'll tell you my response to it because I actually really enjoy my response. Porn. So much fucking goddamn porn. All right. So there it is right there. Exactly what I said. And then here's what they said. I love the internet. I got into an argument with this 28-year-old white person. You need to point out that he's white for some reason. And they put a satanic hex on me when they were losing. This passes all the Twitter beef, whatever. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't say stupid shit. Maybe that's why you got stupid shit. That's, just kind of how it works, but whatever. Anyways, so, wow, I actually have a whole catalog here, basically. But anytime I go to my JeremyRants, there hasn't been one post, so I was like, ugh, which I usually have with my main Tumblr blog posts and shit. But not on JeremyRants. Nope, I always get some on there that I either, wish I could say better, but at the same time, the point is there, and I think I probably nailed this on the head. I'll probably find out something wrong here, but I'll explain it. So here's my response to that and a bunch of other things. So in response to this motherfucker adding a white person for no real reason. Let's go ahead and go into this. And by the way, I'm not some SJW fucking cuck. I do realize that white people obviously have it better, but that's not because white people. That's just because of well, guess what? That's just kind of how history rolled. That's how life rolled. It's not fair, but welcome to fucking life. Nothing's goddamn fair. And am I saying it's fucking fine and fair because of that? No, I'm not. But, SJWs. So, anyways. um, so, bear in mind when I'm saying this, I didn't feel personally attacked. The way my brain and fucking other shit set up, I don't see race. I don't see gender. I don't see fucking stupid, retarded shit like that. Excuse the retarded. Anytime I say that, I feel less intelligent because it's just... it's like what teenagers and shit say when they don't have a word for stupid. And I don't know why I started saying it again, but I just do. So, judge me for it if you want, but that just shows that you're fucking retarded. Shit. All right. So, finally, let's get into it after, 20 minutes of this shit, probably? I don't know. Oh boy, more racism against people who are white because some cuck did a satanic hex on someone's womb. Because there weren't already problems with that individual mentally that aren't already Fuck, I messed it up right there. Because there weren't already problems with that individual mentally that aren't related to the fucking color of his skin anyways, right? Nah, gotta be that he's white. Hey, remember when people wanted to be progressive and didn't try to make calling someone white be like calling a black person a nigger? I sure as fuck do. It was way the fuck before Tumblr's mentally challenged division came aboard and pretended to be smart by tricking people into falling for the racism, sexism, and clear fascism agenda that's more like the on-the-fly thought process that they didn't think any further into because of their own inflated ego. Also known as a lack of basic critical thinking. Most of ya from Texas, right? God, I hope so, because then we'll stop hearing that America needs help and start hearing that Texas needs help, when in reality, y'all motherfuckers need help. There's real problems in the world, and you idiots want to make up problems and then peer pressure and bully people into following your cult whose name you stole from real progressives. All in all, fuck y'all, please die. Anyways, I'm actually looking forward to them making up a word for white people that's going to be like nigger. That'll be fun, but whatever. Anyways, so let me go ahead and I guess kind of describe where a lot of that came from. I guess I kind of really got it there if you're even remotely in the know about this sort of shit. But if you're not, the only thing I could really say is, I guess, watch Mr. Metacore and fucking somebody else and figure it out what the fuck's going on with Tumblr. I don't know how you couldn't have if you're on the internet, but trust me on this one. I think that what I said there had way more intelligence than pretty much anything you can find from the other side at this point, but whatever. But no, let me talk about this. It's really annoying how these SJWs and fucking feminazis think that they're so intelligent, and it's pretty much only because other people agreed with them. And if everyone called them fucking stupid, then they probably wouldn't have that opinion. But whatever, peer pressure, right? Anyways, the problem with these fucking people is they don't have any really basic critical thinking. They just have a thought and then immediately run with it. And then they try to pass it off as fact when whatever the fuck popped in the head just came from something random. They have no reason to just immediately follow it, but they do because they have that much of a fucking ego that they think that if they start saying that it's true, then it becomes true when it's not. And I don't know why people feel like they need to make up fucking problems and shit. I mean, there's a fucking ton of actual fucking problems, especially with America. Trust me, there isn't a sexism problem in America. There is no wage gap. I actually have a picture, but I'm not going to pull it up because I don't know what's going to pull up. Let me go to actually pull it up. It'll take me a fucking hour, but whatever. Hey, welcome to any time you talk to me. It takes me a whole hour to get through stuff. Mix it with being drunk, and it actually does probably take an hour, but it's fine. I just got to go to my old and then look for it. The wage gap is fucking bullshit, but the only reason most people believe it is because they haven't seen evidence against it, because most people just follow it because it sounds like a real problem whenever there isn't any real honest truth to it. Whatever, it's not even fucking worth my time. Thankfully, this is a live stream where I can't edit anything, and I have an excuse for being lazy and not recording this. Because if I recorded it, it would probably never get out. That's why I'm doing a lot of live streams on this channel, because if I were to try and record it and do anything with it on my channel, it would never get done, and fuck that. Granted, though, that does come with the problem that I'm going to be showing off that I can't do commentary even remotely. But trust me, I am trying my best. It should be here. It should be here, but it's not. I don't know why the fuck I don't save this somewhere important. Instead, I have a bunch of random posts from fucking random locations. A lot of this stuff, I'm pretty sure I could have just fucking reblogged, but whatever. I don't even care. You know, I would pull it up, but you know what? I don't really need to. It's just nice. Oh, hey, here we go. The pay gap is crap. So, less blues go into that field of work than reds. They both get paid the exact same. At the same time, you can flip the colors, and the pay gap argument would apply to reds. So basically, how this works is, let's say that only, let's say, you know, like this says, let's say that whoever goes for job A gets $1. The way fucking feminazis misconstrued it, and they had to do this fucking knowingly because there's no other way to fuck this up other than being actually fucking mentally challenged or just, you know, willingly accepting it as fact without even remotely looking more into it, which is more than likely what happened. AKA looking at everything fucking face value and not thinking further than face value because, yeah, get welcome to America. Anyways, so, you know, let's say 35,000 women go into the same job as men. Well, they all get paid $1, but because there's less women in total, 35,000 versus 50,000 men, 35,000 women versus 50,000 men, they all got $1, but, you know, oh, it's sexism because there's less women in that field. It couldn't possibly be that America's culture has women being, you know, more like a housewife and shit. Am I saying that should be how it should be? No, I'm not saying that at all. I think fucking that, I do think that there is some level of sexism deeply rooted into growing our children. You know, the pink blue syndrome was brought up a lot whenever fucking bronies were starting to take off, and it's weird to see that pink blue syndrome isn't being brought up more. It's not, you know, these fucking feminazis and shit that are saying they have all these problems. Those are the spoiled fucking brats that are, whenever they were fucking little girls growing up, they were fucking treated like goddesses. You know, oh, you have to open doors for women and, you know, you have to be polite around them and shit like that. And then women, you know, whenever they're being raised, because of how weird America's culture is with men and women, mostly because of religion, the women are grown up to, you know, oh, you can't play with men's toys and shit like that. Yeah, there's totally sexism for women when, you know, whenever they're growing up. And I'm not saying there isn't sexism in America in general. Of course, sexism, racism, ageism, whatever the fuck ism you got, it exists everywhere in every culture, not just America, and trying to stop it by making little fucking shitty Tumblr fucking bullshit and, fucking stopping bills for actual equality because it helps men as well. It's not equal fucking, you're not working towards equality, you're working towards fucking, I don't know, the best way to describe it is that they treat gender like fucking children do whenever they're younger. You know how it's like, oh, women suck whenever you're a man, and whenever you're a man, you know, girls suck whenever you're a boy, and boys suck whenever you're a girl. These fucking probably in college or 13-year-old fucking girls that are saying they're feminists, it's feminazis, thank you. Third world feminism, it's just feminazis. It's actually just a cult, but I'll get into that whenever it comes up in this fucking blog. But fucking basically the only real sexism I've, god damn it, fucking gnats, man, I can't ever get them. The only real sexism that really exists in America is whenever fucking parents are raising their children, and that's the pink blue syndrome. But it goes both ways. It's not just that women are grown up like that; it's that men are grown up like that. Men are told to be, you know, a fucking buff and like 100 other things. You're supposed to be the perfect American, basically. But as a woman, you're just raised to have like a fucking boring life and be a housewife in America, and it's fucking stupid. It's actual sexism. Is it the patriarchy, the thing they made up only whenever this shit started happening? whenever feminazism started taking off, basically, you know, I wouldn't call it that. No, it's not fucking the patriarchy or whatever the fuck. Have you guys ever heard that? It's been run into the ground so much that even feminazis don't even believe it anymore. I'm glad. You guys are fucking stupid for trying to spread that because it's so fucking bad. Like, what a stupid argument. Patriarchy. Issue patriarchy. Sees none of it. Oh, hey, your argument doesn't work. Shit. Whatever. Wow, man. If you guys ever actually kept up with this shit, it's just a fucking hilarity all the way through. Actually, I don't need this up. But yeah, no, well, there you go. There's that. I'll just move on from that because that's some, if I ever actually, basically anything I said, if it sounded fucking horrible, I guarantee you it wasn't horrible. I just can't explain it in a way that made sense to someone. Especially to the fucking morons out there who took it as offensive, because of course you took it as offensive. Anytime you don't like something that you hear, you call it offensive, so that way people will shut up about it. Go to your fucking safe zone, you little bitch. Grow up. It's fucking the real world, man. You can't be living in your mother's basement and fucking goddamn wanting the whole world to bow down to your little fucking bitch ass. Let's see here. Alright. Oh, here we go. This one's perfect. Alright. So this is on transgenders, and to those of you who don't know, I don't know if I would really classify myself as a trans, but I would actually prefer having a female body. Whenever I think about having a female body, it actually makes me feel a little happier, I guess, in some way, which I don't actually feel anything. I have anhedonia, and if I don't have anhedonia, I have something else that makes me not be able to feel emotions in general. So yes, life is fucking boring for me. You don't feel anything, you can't remember anything, everything's kind of really fuzzy, you don't really, I have derealization too, so that's even better, so I don't really see depth of field, everything's kind of like a flat picture, and then you don't even know if you exist, or even if you do exist, you know, then it's like, does everything else exist? And you know, it's fucking A, man, just don't ever think about death, don't ever think about reality, don't think about the universe, fucking don't, you don't gain anything from it, you lose everything from it. Watch fucking Rick and Morty and figure out what the fuck happens to fucking Morty, and then apply it to real life in a realistic situation. Granted, the only people who are going to make it this far are probably going to be people who actually care about what I'm listening to. Oh, and you guys want to hear some annoying? There's a video. This video will make you angry, and it's fucking perfect. Basically, and here's the entire video. I'll save you fucking, I don't know how many fucking minutes, but basically, people who agree... people who have an opinion are going to only want to be around people who have the same opinion. They won't go to people with a different opinion. And then there's like some other cool stuff in between there, but that's the gist of all you really need to know. But there's more to it. If you want to find out more, find out that video. It's actually really interesting. If you want to learn more about group shit and whatever, fucking this is just awful, man. All right, so but yeah, no, basically I am in some way or another basically transgender, but whatever. So I made this because SJWs and fucking transgenders and fucking gays and shit, they're just all so fucking whiny. All the fucking culture is so fucking whiny behind all those fucking different groups. All of them are just so fucking not worth my time. I can't ever hang around them because they're just so self-entitled and bratty, and just fuck them, man. I'm not saying 100% of them either, but a lot of them, the fucking, at least the most vocal ones, which I guess, you know, explains a lot there in my position on this shit, but a lot of them are just fucking whiny, man. I can't hang around these fucking people. Oh, and in case you guys are thinking I'm homophobic, I've dated, well, actually, it's funny, I don't think I've ever dated a female, but I did date a trans who wanted to become a male who was female. But whatever, at any rate, I've dated 2 people, both of them men, if you are a fucking asshole trans. And I have been with 2 other men sexually, and that's kind of it, really. So, I wouldn't say that I'm homophobic or anything. How do I pause the stream so you guys want to hear that? Now's the perfect time to start doing that. Anyways, so... here's a post I basically made, because as someone who's not a little bitch, who's grown up basically on the internet, and who, if I don't like something, or if I see that it's not intelligent, I just immediately fucking declassify it. I'll look into it more just to make sure. But if it's just not worth keeping around, I just don't keep it around. Very basic shit. You know, it's called, I think, being intelligent. But, you know, SJWs won't understand that. Whatever. Anyways, you know, you learn a lot about people if you give a shit about learning about people. So, you know, okay, so basically, let me just get into this. All the stuff I just said won't make sense unless you hear a lot of things. So, fuck it. My brain trailed off so fucking hard there. Whatever, have I been talking? Because I wouldn't even know. Here we go. Somehow it matters what the sign to a room says. I'm trans, I don't care what the sign in the bathroom says, and people acting all victimized over a fucking sign is getting pathetic. I've never been oppressed for being trans, probably because I don't shove it in people's faces by making that all I talk about and making a blog dedicated to something as simple as, I want a body that suits me. Stop playing victim. You look like a bunch of pussies who wants the whole world to change for you while you do nothing to do so but rant on a fucking Tumblr blog, ironic I know, and hang out with people who all agree with you. Oh, and there's the whole, everyone listen to me. But this very second someone with an iota of difference of opinion has anything to say, fuck you, I'm not listening to you, and going to misinterpret everything you say knowingly. Just fuck off, you ignorant children. I guarantee half the cucks on Tumblr saying they're trans are going to grow out of it, as they only started doing so because it was popular. And I guarantee that. I know it for a fact. Give it another 5 years or even less. I guarantee. Most of the people that are calling themselves trans are only doing it because it's popular and those people are being victimized, quote unquote. And, victimized. Those people are being fucking oppressed, quote unquote, and so they want to be a part of that because then they have something to fight up against. Because, you know, in order to support something, you have to be that something. That's how these SJWs and feminazis are. You know, you can't support feminist ideology or feminist movements without being one. That's how these people work. So if you don't call yourself a feminist, then therefore you are stupid, you're wrong, go away, nobody likes you, fuck you, kill yourself, etc. You get that point. We've seen it. That's a fact. That's all these fucking idiots think. They think you have to be a part of something in order to fucking support something. It's stupid. You realize you don't need to say you're trans to support trans, right? Like, you can be yourself and give your opinions, right? No, seriously, you don't need to make transgender a fucking fan base. Probably don't realize they can support a cause without calling themselves by some label, which ironically is what trans wanted gone in the first place. Explains the rage these cucks go through from a differing opinion, though. Not the same, therefore you can't have an opinion. Now realize, I am not talking generals or totals. Not every trans is like this. I like to call these dipshits trans plus. Where no longer is the movement trans we're working on even relevant anymore, but now it's about everything. It's a label for these stupid kids to latch onto to give themselves an identity when they have no personality. It's sad. At any rate, fuck off trans plus. It's, you know, you guys want to know why feminazism, SJWs, and fucking trans plus, atheism plus, and all this other plus bullshit even began? It came from these fucking kids who were growing up on the internet and had no fucking identity for themselves. So instead of trying to make themselves, you know, something unique, trying to be their own person, they latch on to fucking whatever's being most oppressed, and then they start fighting against this so they have something to talk about at school and they can feel like they actually matter in the world. Fuck off, you stupid kids. It's so stupid. You know, it's funny. As someone who's actually intelligent, who actually is at least able to have critical thinking, even with all the things holding me back from becoming who I am now, I went through it because I'm not a fucking child. I'm not a fucking pussy. I'm actually able to go through them. Adversity happens and you gotta work through it. But victimizing yourself doesn't accomplish anything. It's just you whining like a little bitch. And okay, and to any kids, and I know no kid's gonna be watching this because who's gonna watch this and not be on that fucking end of the rope? But if there are any out there, don't latch on to shit like this. Become your own person. Start thinking about things more critically. Cover all topics except for existence because that's not gonna get you anywhere. If you do it, I guarantee you'll become smarter than most of these people, but you're going to be so fucking depressed, you're not even going to feel accomplished from doing so. Which is why I'm drinking my sorrows away, says fan fictions, I guess. Oh, man. I actually had a response to this one, so... Oh, no, that's fine. I just middle mouse to open up a new thing. Just doesn't work, I guess. It's fine. It's okay. I don't care. I don't know if I'll even be able to pull up the response, but it was something fucking stupid. Let's not even cover that because I don't even want to bother with it. Let's go into something less fucking important. Gaming, specifically fucking Overwatch, and it's bullshit. Before I even get started, I like to start by saying I love how the marketing team on there is trying to pretend like, oh, we're so diverse. We have males, females, black people. I think I don't actually know if it has black. Does it have black people? I know it has like Farah, and she's this super Egyptian fucking stereotypical looking motherfucker who's like, oh, she's an Egyptian. Give her super techie rocket launcher stuff because, you know, being the opposite of a stereotype makes it better somehow. What? Whatever. Not that I give a shit. It doesn't matter at the end of the day if she is a stereotype or not. Who cares? I just love to point out that all the females, if you swap their fucking, like, if you swap the faces from person to person, they're almost exactly the same looking motherfucker. They all have the same sleek chin line. They all have perfect faces. I don't even think there's a robotic one. I think they added like a Winston female fucking thing or some shit that nobody liked and I don't like because it's just an awful design. Like, I mean, and I like how that's my reason for not liking it is because the design for it's fucking awful. And Blizzard's never had good designs. I hate when people say they do. Dude, look at fucking World of Warcraft. All the designs in there are the most generic shit. They look exactly like all those knockoff ads, which I'm sure were inspired by World of Warcraft. But even then, you should adapt once that art style dies, not hold on to it and cling to it for dear life and then keep making boring fucking designs with nothing interesting to them that are just these weird colors just splashed together that don't match together and then design elements that don't even make any fucking sense. So here we go. We're going to go into this shit. Overwatch is not diverse. It's full of fucking sexism and other shit more than it is diverse. If we're even going to be talking about that, I don't care if it is. The game sucks anyway, so who cares? So let's do this. I love how there are news posts saying insanely ignorant and idiotic shit like, Tracer is gay. Is this a step forward in gaming? That's a real article I saw, by the way. And the first response I got from my friend when I told him that was, oh, fuck off. I loved it. But my favorite is the clickbait false advertising. Tracer is the first LGBTQLR keyword for Google search character in gaming. To both fake journalists and on either spectrum, why does it even matter what someone's preference on tacos and dingleberry dangle dongy dingy dangle dick even is? Representation? Oh, so someone's sexual preference that doesn't involve you is being used by you to push your own beliefs, kind of like religious people after any major loss of life. What the fuck was I trying to say there? Representation? Oh, so someone's sexual preference that doesn't even involve you, you know, can now be used by you to push your own beliefs, you know, kind of like how religious people after any major loss of lives, you know, I'll be praying for them and fucking fuck you. Stop trying to shove your religion down people's throats. Somebody wants to hear that. And to add to it, just to prove your own intelligence, Overwatch isn't diverse. It's stereotype after stereotype. The characters understand very little about the characters' stereotypical templates in the first place, so they made Tracer the obvious lesbian an obvious lesbian. No, you could have fooled me. The obvious lesbian was an obvious lesbian? Fantastic. While people with nothing better to care about, like the fact that we have another Hitler and it's actually running a country again, scream and shout, yay, diversity, representation, while the marketing team smiles knowing their marketing tactic and nothing else has worked. They made people like Blizzard again. They get their bonuses and continue to lack creative talent. I'll say it again. Overwatch's characters aren't there for representation. They're marketing it as such, when in reality, the furthest they even go is with stereotypical tropes. When you dumbass SJWs complain to a company that owes you nothing that they don't do enough representation, instead of making a slightly better game, even though gaming is dead, they focus on marketing either to you, the person who's not even a gamer, or the people who don't know any better. Again, not for representation, but for marketing. Basically, what I'm saying is when you guys start bitching to companies that owe you nothing, that, you need more diversity and shit, whenever they do any level of it, not only is it going to be half-assed and not even remotely fucking sincere, but the only reason they're going to be doing is for marketing, and I don't even know why they think that's a good idea, because the only thing it's going to do is drive sales down, because these motherfuckers who are saying stupid shit like this don't play games, because if they were playing games, if they had realized there's a lot worse problems with gaming than diversity or representation. Hey, do you guys want representation and diversity? How about you go make something? How about you stop being a lazy cunt with no talent on Tumblr complaining about lack of representation and diversity to companies that don't give a shit and are only there to make money and not about weird moral issues? Come on, grow the fuck up. To the LGBTQ, LMG, AFK, MLG community, dear Lord, stop demanding more representation for your special little snowflake ass who's not like other humans in any universal way. The only thing you do is help the marketing team in pushing back and any real potential representation. Also, let me make that less drunk. Here's one I actually hate because I fucking worded like a piece of shit. To the LGBT community, fucking stop demanding representation for your little snowflake ass who's not like any other human in the entire universe. The only thing you're doing is helping marketing and pushing back any real fucking potential for representation from companies in the future, because now it's being looked at as a marketing tactic instead of, diversity that should be there in the first place. You guys are fucking dumb. You're pushing everything back by doing it. So stop. You're actively making it worse for representation by demanding companies that owe you nothing to do it, because now it's just marketing. Basically it. I know I just repeated that, but you need to repeat it for idiots sometimes. I just realized I said LGBT community, and I didn't say specific parts of it. Because, whenever I say LGBT community, people can take that out of context, and then, and that's going to happen. Welcome to fucking the Wall Street Journal. And shit like that, No, only parts of the LGBT community, because I have to say that for whatever reason, because people don't understand that I'm not some stupid ass idiot who makes blanket statements. Hey, some guy who's actually intelligent said something, and he didn't make it not seem like a blanket statement, therefore it must be a blanket statement. Let's not ask him if it was a blanket statement. Let's just fucking immediately shit on him for something that we fucking clearly took out of context and clearly didn't give a shit to ask him about. No. Let's just assume. It's better to do that than to, use any real kind of fucking... That's not even worth my time. Here's one. If you guys want to know why Overwatch sucks. Just did my first competitive game in Overwatch, and I shit you not, we had a single level 100, and we fought a level 300 and 2 level 100s. What in the actual fuck with these amateur dev? What the actual fuck is wrong with these amateur devs and their crap matchmaking? This isn't competitive, it's broke as fuck. You know what's really annoying? I really hate, because CSGO, you guys saw my training videos. I might have to cancel those because they released an update that made the game unfucking playable. I hadn't been able to play it for fucking 9 months before I made that video, but even then, I can still play the game now, but my shots aren't registering. I don't know if that's a netcode issue or some shit. If it's not, then it's some weird accuracy fucking bullshit. I know it's not me. I look at my demos, I look at my recordings. Sometimes it's just that my shots weren't on, and I'll just, you know what, that was me, that's fine, I'll do that. But then I'm like, no, I'm standing still, the cursor's on his head, it should have made the shot, it just decided not to. So it's either accuracy or netcode, I don't know. At any rate, CSGO's dead, and it shouldn't be looked at as a competitive game anymore, because it's just not. Valve, you don't need to release a fucking update for your game every 5 fucking seconds. Every goddamn time game breathes in and out, you don't need to release a fucking update. Just let the game be. You can leave. Stop. Enough updates. We get it. The game's fine. Just go back, undo this fucking update. It's awful. It's actively anti-fucking player. Just fuck your game. And it annoys me that there aren't that many other competitive games. And the only reason I started even going to that rant specifically was so that way I could say this. Like, what, Overwatch? You guys think that's competitive? No, it's not. It's not competitive. It's one of the most unbalanced, fucking broken, and unfun experiences I've ever had. It sucks because it has the most potential out of any competitive game for actually being fun. But no, made by dumb devs. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, so here's one thing that annoys me. Uh, anytime I'll just read this first and then I'll get into it. It actually annoys me when I see artists getting annoyed at having to put their names on their pictures. Oh yeah, because theft has never been an issue for anyone ever. When I took art classes one-on-one was actually pretty fun. My art teacher straight up told me not putting your name on your work is like giving it away for free. Can you imagine if I told her how many people complain about putting their names on their work and put their stuff on the internet? But we shouldn't have to. Sorry, the world doesn't revolve around you, you special snowflake who shouldn't have to deal with anything ever, like the basics of criminality of the world. So you're saying it's okay for people to steal people's art? No, I'm saying complaining about it like it's an artist online only thing is fucking stupid and you should feel stupid. But people crop them. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people putting the effort into it and swallowing a bitter pill, you special snowflake. What the fuck was I trying to say? Basically, I hate whenever people fucking whenever they have art, for whatever reason, they actually find it to be a problem to put their name onto their art. I don't understand why. Because that's, I understand, if they're just like, I wish I didn't have to. That's fine. But there are people out there who actively victimize themselves because they have to put their fucking name on the fucking thing. Come on. Oh my God. The problem I have with it is these people treat it like it's an artist-only thing. It's only people who have to draw who have to ever deal with people stealing something from them. Only artists ever have to deal with someone stealing something from them and then claiming it to be their work. Only fucking people who draw. That's it. Only those people. And they shouldn't have to put their names on there. No, you shouldn't have to put your name on your fucking art so people won't be able to claim it as their own. But guess what? That's the world we fucking live in. Grow up. Oh God, it's terrible that this shit fucking, you have to do that. Man, what a fucking, you have to go through some real fucking adversity, my friend. Real fucking diversity. Meanwhile, in fucking some third world country, someone's getting stoned for liking dick or something. Not in America, by the way. Just want to point that out, SJWs. Alright, so let's see here. Debate. Welcome. This is about the election before it was done. Welcome, candidates. Before we begin, a quick refresher for the general public. In the red corner, we have Mr. Male Candidate, a racist, misogynist, tax-dodging, failed businessman, and probable sex offender who has admitted he would fuck at least one of his children. That makes me smart. And in the blue corner, Mrs. Female Candidate, who has decades of experience in international... and humanitarian worshiper, and is running on a platform of social equality. I don't know. I just get like a bad vibe from her, Oh my God, you fucking moron. Hey, look, they put their name on there, so at least, there you go. They probably get annoyed by it. Oh man. Alright, okay, y'all realize all the problems with Hillary Clitoris, right? Like, listen, if y'all want to keep the whole sexism argument, that's cool and all, but this is who's gonna be running the country, She has dementia, expected 1 year to live. Don't see that in this crap comic. Later, her doctor just ends up dead after releasing her medical history. Oh, I wonder how that happened. Not that she, it couldn't totally at all be that she's actually killed or not killed, but actually placed hits on people before, It couldn't be that whenever fucking... Oh, here's some for you, there's a picture out there, and it's between Bernie and Hillary whenever it was, whenever the election actually had hope. And then Bernie was fucked over so many times because of Hillary, Oh, yeah, I'm going to vote for the person who screwed over Bernie to get to where she is, Also the person who failed every election she's gone into, including this one, to become president. The only reason people thought she was going to become president was because the other one was worse. And even then, it's debatably Trump might not even be worse, because at least we know he's going to get kicked out within a fucking couple of months. I mean, you guys are seeing the whole Russia thing, right? Anyways, headline, 13 mobile devices, 2 devices recovered, 11 still missing. Hillary Clitoris was more than just careless. She basically was leaking information to other people and made it, obviously she had 13 different devices, mobile ones, that just... I mean, basically, she had so much information that could have been leaked if it wasn't already leaked. Um, Let me look at this. Oh, here's one. Get the person who told American soldiers that they shouldn't have any benefits for going to war, keeping the shitty country safe, and just be happy with their PTSD, loss of body parts/functions, friends, and a part of their life for mostly pointless wars. Oh, and the whole she's fake as shit. How can you not tell How can you not tell, you fucking imbecile? She's a liar. She plays pretend. Everyone can see that. How the fuck did you not fucking... Just inform yourself before you start having strong opinions on matters you don't bother looking into even remotely, or keep yourself blind towards, and before you put out hilariously bad content like this. And no, I'm not on either side. I don't have a side to choose in this country anymore. Fuck America, which I think is like the best fucking thing for anyone in the election. There is no side to choose in this country, at least anymore. There just isn't. Fuck America. I didn't vote. I had the chance to, but I just, whenever Bernie was out, I stopped paying attention. You know, I just kept hearing about fucking what either side was saying every once in a while, but I just stopped following it. I didn't care. Honestly, if I wanted either one of them to win, at the time especially, I wanted Donald to win, specifically because not only would it be funner, but there's no way he's going to stay in office for any longer than like maybe another fucking couple of months after the fucking whole Russia thing. But I didn't approve of either of them. Hillary has, the whole she's going to die in a year shit, probably. The whole killing people. The whole, She actually, if you guys can find a video of this, she actually, she just kind of, I don't know if she passed out or just kind of sort of, she didn't trip, obviously, something else happened, but she started falling, because of some of her fucking issues, but, anyways, the Bernie picture thing, anyways, it was showing Bernie was, he was working for civil rights and shit, and then while he was doing that, Hillary was working with someone who was racist and actively trying to keep racist shit going on. So, it's not that I just get like a bad vibe. It's, even if we were to, it's those bad vibes are well placed. She has actually killed people. She has screwed over Bernie. She failed every election and for good reasons. It wasn't because she was female or some shit. She was just an awful politician. Basically, international politics. That one makes me laugh. Humanitarian work. Oh yeah, it's super humanitarian to tell an American soldier to fuck off. But yeah, no, the whole thing's stupid. Let's see here. Oh man, I actually want to do this because it's funny. It's too long. I don't want to bother with it, but it's pretty funny. Here we go. Here we go. This is perfect. So, I went to. I'm gonna guess. I haven't read this whole thing. I'm gonna guess I went to Whataburger. But here we go. Here's a first world or third world, first world. I don't know. Probably first world. I don't know what the fucking words are. First world problem. All right, no, fuck this. Fuck you. What the fuck? How can the entirety of the South be so fucking stupid? And it really is, man. I come from up north, and going down south, it's an immediate downgrade. The people are stupid. They're more abusive towards animals. They're way more druggy. They're much less critical thinking. I mean, much less. I'm not just making that up. Everyone I've ever talked to down here has always been a lot slower than anyone I've met up north. And I'm not going to say it's because there's so many black people or some, make a stupid joke like that. But it is a lot slower down here. These people are a lot less intelligent. So I stand by what I'm saying, and I don't have any positions of power, so who cares what my fucking opinion is? Goes back to fucking that whole John shit that was going on. Who cares what his opinion is on shit? It wasn't even sexist. It was sexist. It wasn't even racist in the first place. It just came from somebody else who was actually racist, but he himself is not. oh, he has one racist opinion that, he probably didn't even look that much into. Therefore, he must embody everything racist. Yeah, that's how it works. Ignore the guy because one fucking point of his entire fucking character is... Alright, so how can I decide it? Up north, I almost never got an order wrong, and of course, I get it. It's probably dumb luck that my particular city didn't have idiots either ordering or working, but down here, they keep fucking up basic orders as simple as barbecue only on a fucking cheeseburger. How? How do you keep fucking up... Okay, how do you keep fucking up putting a single fucking thing in a single fucking burg? Barbecue only, that means tomato, an entire salad, onions, pickles, and what looks like paper, but probably is more like fucking tossed salad. Oh, damn. Don't even get me fucking started on this shit. Yeah, I'd like a cheeseburger with barbecue only. Would you like cheese with that? What the fuck do you honestly fucking think? You incompetent special needs fucklord. Good fucking God. Look, I worked at McDonald's, and there's going to be times where you mess up, but how in the fuck did this shit go from a 2 out of 10 ratio of fuck-ups to a 7 out of 10 fuck-up ratio? I'd be really fucking impressed if someone were to show evidence to the contrary of these extremely complex statistics and stats, yo. That's more of a joke on my 2 out of 10, 7 out of 10 thing. I honest to God hate the South. Everyone's lazy, religious, black stereotypes, self-centered, and usually just a dick. And I'm not racist, but when I was up north, there was maybe 2 or 3 or 4 black people, and they weren't stereotypes, except for one black lady. But they weren't stereotypes. Every black person in the South is a stereotype. Not every, but you know what I mean. Most, at least where I live, are just the most stereotypical black people. And stereotypes exist for a reason. Because they have truth to them. These stereotypes come from, real shit. It's not like someone just made it up for some racist agenda. Everything has to be some secret agenda like the patriarchy. It's always secret, everybody. We figured it out. We cracked the code. Us Tumblr users cracked the code. Shit like that. But no, seriously, the black people in the South are just stereotypes. They really are. A lot of them, at least, very much are. And that's not racist to say if it's actually true. That's a fact. You can ask anyone who lives in the South, they'll tell you. Unless, they are a Southerner, in which case they would probably not know what the stereotype is, because they probably don't know what the fuck the word even means. Anyways, I'm going to get fucking shot. Anyways, so... I've been down here for so many fucking years. How can people be so incompetent? No, I'm not mad at the staff or anything. Just mad at the situation. It's a long time coming, and it's so damn frustrating how many times it happens. I've been down in the South for a fucking long time, and that statistic, that wasn't really a statistic, but just my own little fucking made up thing. That ratio, that 2 out of 10 to 7 out of 10, I would actually say it's more like an 8 out of 10 personally, but it's happened so often. I'll go to any fucking fast food place where I live, and they almost always are guaranteed to get it wrong. So it's been a long time coming. It's been fucking years of this shit continually happening. The level of stupidity of a fast food place is so bad, I could be the only one going to the store. Shame on me for making them more amateur. What the fuck? Order a fucking 6-piece chicken and they put a fucking goat with a Happy Meal toy in it. Good fucking God. It had 3 people ordering there. How the fuck? Whatever. Anyways, basically, I mean, when I put down barbecue only, and I've worked at a fast food place. I worked at McDonald's, a very busy one too, and it was a fucking awful one. Don't work at McDonald's unless it's your first job. That way you can appreciate other jobs. But we barely fucked up, and if we fucked up, it was usually because someone was out of order in the fucking line or some shit, or somebody just, kind of fucked up. Sometimes there was people on the inside, but the amount of times I've gotten my fucking order wrong has been fucking ridiculous. How do you fuck it up? You guys want to know how it works? Someone types it in onto a fucking keyboard. If they got it wrong, it's probably because they can't understand your bitch ass because your fucking car's loud or you can't speak like a fucking normal person. As someone who's worked through the drive-thru and the front desk before, I can tell you guys are the worst. I hate everyone who goes to McDonald's. I just hate them. I hate them. Don't go to McDonald's. Just don't make those fucking people work. If you want to get McDonald's, don't. Just let them, just one less person for them today, okay? It's the hardest shit in the fucking world. At least mine was. But like, okay, you type some shit into the box, it comes up in the back, they make it, they put into a thing, they put a label on it so people know which one it is with a number, and then they hand you the food. That's all it is. There's no weird complexities to it. That's as simple as it is. So when I put down barbecue only, and I get my order that says barbecue only, and the fucking burger inside, when I'm the only motherfucker who ordered that motherfucker at that fucking place, because there's 3 people in front of me, you can hear them because they yell. You don't need to yell, by the way. If they can't hear you, then speak up. Just speak to it in a way that they can hear. You don't need to yell. You don't need to fucking yell. I don't want to turn down my fucking headset because you want to scream into the fucking headphones. I can hear your dumbass when you speak normally, okay? Understand? God, I hate it. The only, like, whenever all that shit I just said happens, where everything's labeled correctly and shit, and I look inside and you guys put an entire fucking salad and a goat and a dead body in the motherfucker, I have some questions how you fucked up barbecue only on a fucking cheeseburger. And that fucking stupid ass motherfucking thing. I want a cheeseburger. Do you want cheese with that? The fuck you think? No, seriously, what the fuck do you think? I said cheeseburger, not hamburger. What the fuck is a cheeseburger if it doesn't have fucking cheese? Did I want a cheeseburger with no fucking cheese? I don't know. I don't think I said I didn't want any cheese in my fucking cheeseburger. What the fuck do you think? And I'm not sure if that's a fucking company thing or not. I didn't bother with that shit when I worked there. But whatever. Also, if you guys are working at a fast food place, if possible, bear in mind your managers may be on your headset, so make sure they're not on their headset or other people on your headset listening to what you're saying. But if you don't want to deal with the fucking bullshit of these motherfuckers coming up and complaining to you about what the guy in the fucking microphone was doing or saying or whatever the fuck, learn to voice act and just put on an Australian accent. You'll never get caught. If you put on an accent, they'll never come to you over some stupid, fucking insipid, fucking pitiful, dumb shit. Fucking dumb shit. Some stupid complaint, whatever. They won't even be able to because you're not Australian. You talk normally. I'm not Australian. We do have someone who works here who's Australian, but, I'm not doing that lane. That must be somebody else. Can't get mad at you. Do it. It works. It works so well. I did that when I was working at McDonald's. I didn't have to deal with these stupid fucking customers being fucking dumb, complaining about stupid shit that I did. The only thing I did was put on an Australian accent, and I was good. It wasn't like I was fucking around there. I wasn't like, fuck you. I wasn't like, fuck you, mate. Fuck you, you fucking donkey. I wasn't like that or anything. I was just doing my job, except I put on an accent so I wouldn't have to deal with a dumbass. I even just lowered my voice like this and just started talking because then I don't sound like this at all. So whenever they come up to me, it's like, oh, that's a different person that was doing it. I wonder who that was. I get away with their, someone's stupid fucking random complaint of the day fucking bullshit. But yeah, no, fucking, I could make an entire, if I could remember everything, which I honestly can't, from McDonald's because it was such a bad experience. I honestly forgot I was making money and I saved up to $2,300 at one point, but which took me 3 months, by the way. It took me 3 months without spending $1, not even a penny of my fucking money. It took me 3 months to get to $2,300 on a minimum wage job. If you guys want to know what is wrong with America, you can start with the fucking minimum wage right there. $2,300 on minimum wage. There you go. I don't know what I'm complaining about here. I don't know what I'm complaining about here, but I'm going to go ahead and say it, and I'll probably figure it out at some point. So, you can be male and say you prefer being female without being a dick, Tumblr. I do it on a pretty regular basis. You should try it. Not being an overly offendable, raging teenager whose personality and whole place of being is based on some made-up gender BS is actually pretty liberating. I've made more people understand sexuality and gender on an extremely down-to-earth, understandable, realistic manner than y'all screaming "fuck the white culture" appropriating cis straight white males has ever done for anybody. For real, try it. For the love of God, do. You're making transgender and LGBT communities look like sensitive, crazy, autistic fuckos that no one wants to hang out with or discuss shit with, because if you so much as use a certain phrase they don't like, they'll send you death threats and make you cry on television, all because they hate other cultures and other people, and you know this to be true. If I'm learning another language, it's not cultural appropriation, it's called learning about another fucking culture. Don't deny it, kids. You know it to be true. You're ruining fun simply to rant. Ugly shit dog. I don't know what the fuck. Just sit down, take a breath, think for a second. Have you ever in your life heard of the term cis white scum, otherkin, preferred pronouns, cultural appropriation from anywhere, from any time other than Tumblr? That shit was basically birthed here. Leave the community, go outside for fuck's sake. Staying within the community that you're in is only harming you and making you dumber. That is an honest fact. Yes, I know this isn't gonna get some of the drones' attention. Of course not. They're too fucking stupid to listen to anyone but themselves and people who agree with them. Otherwise, they'd probably shoot them. But to those who aren't too far gone, hopefully this rambling will get you in the feels, you fucking wanka. I don't fully know what I'm talking about here, but there's a lot to cover in this. Tumblr is a funny place where no matter what, you're sexist, racist, or something. You always. That's why I don't give a shit. These SJWs are going to come after me at some point if I ever get popular, which I more than likely will. That's just where I'm, I'm not trying to get popular, but I know I'm going to get there just because, hey, man, I'm fucking perfect for the role of being popular. At some point, people notice my true genius, and they'll find this video and they'll fucking hate me because they don't understand what I'm saying and I'm drunk. So, at any rate, I'm probably going to look at this video and be like, I hate this and I want it dead and delete it. If not, unlist it. I'll probably unlist this video. So if you're watching this before I do that, or if you're watching this while it's being live streamed, I'm not even going to look at any kind of messages I'm getting because honestly, I just don't need that kind of stress. I have a lot of social anxiety. Oh my god, here's a really long fucking post about Pokemon generations and designs specifically. I'm just going to say this. Someone was trying to say that Grimer and Mulk were bad designs. Someone was trying to say Magnemite and Voltorb and Electrode were bad designs. Someone was trying to say Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam is a bad design somehow. Mr. Mime's a bad design. Geodude, Graveler, Golem's a bad design. Execute is a bad design. Jinx is a bad design. I don't know how anyone could be stupid enough to say that they are. They all have their own little unique taste to each other. They all have their own little different kind of body forms that stand out from each other and aren't just fucking circles. That's all the new generations are, but I'm not going to go any further than that. I think you guys just already agree with me. That guy's fucking stupid. Even if you disagree with me on those designs being bad, it doesn't even matter. You just know that they're dumb. Alright, here we go. Uncharted 4 is what I called this. Oh no, this thing. Alright. You said in the past that you've been influenced by Anita Sarkeesian's feminist frequency videos and the larger conversation about diversity and representation in the games. How did that affect Uncharted 4? Druckmann. When I'm introducing and describing a new character to our lead character concept artist, constantly she will ask, what if it was a girl? And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about that. Let me think. Does that affect or change anything? No, cool. That's different. Let's do it. So here's my rant on my Tumblr blog, whatever fucking JeremyRants. Here we go. Oh my fucking god, this person is on the artistry part of a game and doesn't realize jack of shit when it comes to artistry or theming. Okay, Scrub Lord, listen up. Adding a female to it changes nothing. Yes. I have a bunch of stars around, yes, and quotations around changes nothing. If we're speaking solely in terms of gameplay, but your reasons are fucking inept. Does the character fit in? Does the character have a purpose? As in, why does she need to be in there? Does she improve the story? Does the gameplay? Does it make the player more interested in either or? Does it add anything to the game other than another female? You know what's pretty damn sexist? Saying, oh, I should just add this female because I watch Feminist Frequency. Not because she fits in, not because I actually want a strong female character, but because I want to appeal to sexist to the sexist feminazi on the YouTubes. Confused? Basically, they added a female only because they were pressured to, and only because they felt obligated to. They didn't add a female because it improved the story and artistry. They didn't add a female because they knew it would improve the overall quality of the game. They did it because some sexist fuck kept pressuring the dev crew and storyboarders to add one. That person is a sexist twit. That is sexist. Adding a female only because you felt obligated to. That shows you don't even want a female in the role. You just did it to appease to your dumb self or dumb niche fan base that doesn't even play fucking games. Pathetic. And it turned out the character didn't fit in, and the character was and the character was one no one liked. How about that? Forcing something in that doesn't fit in didn't result in it fitting in. You fucking sexist twit. Here's what I was saying if you didn't fully understand that because you're dumb. Or because I can't explain shit good at all. So, what I'm saying is, I hate how, and it goes right back down to representation and diversity. We need this forced in so that way companies have a positive look at this shit, even though they're only looking for money, you fucking morons. What's wrong with you? Come on, grow up. Critical thinking, people. Come on, use your brain. Anyways, basically, they didn't add a female for any other reason than because they felt obligated to. And you might be saying, no, they wanted to add it because they were watching Feminist Frequency and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, because they felt obligated to. Because after watching fucking Feminist Frequency, you're going to start feeling like everything's sexist if you believe everything that this fucking liar, that's what she is. She's a liar, she's a stealer, she's a fucking goddamn... I mean, I could go on forever about Nia Sarkeesian. Fuck her. Don't listen to her. She stole videos from YouTubers, never played any of the games that she covered. She made up bullshit about it. She's a liar. She's a fucking con artist. She's a stealer. I guarantee she's not actually a feminist. She's just a liar. She will do what she wants to get where she wants to. That's all there is to it. And these fucking people only felt obligated to make the lead a female character only because after watching Feminist Frequency, they felt like they needed more diversity. They felt obligated to add her. They didn't do it for any artistic reason other than they felt like they needed to. And that was it. And also, you gotta love, what if it was a girl, says the girl. Oh, I didn't think about that. Does that affect or change anything? No, cool, that's different. Let's do it. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Quit your job. Do something you can actually do, like mowing the fucking yard or something. I take art design specifically, very, very seriously. And I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you why, but it's just, I think it's because it's so easy to make something good, and these fucking Nimrods can't make something good. It's not even hard. Yooka-Laylee just came out a while ago, and at every point, the game's underwhelming. There's my review of it. At every point, it's underwhelming. They didn't need to remove John in a public manner. They didn't even need to remove him in the first place. He had, like someone made an incredibly long video. Like, it was like 2 minutes. I know it's not too long, but way too fucking long for what was in there. It was just this incredibly long video for what was like 5 fucking voice clips just going after each other. And that was it. That was all it was. It was just 5 fucking voice clips, 2-minute video. Don't even know how you did that. Anyways, and that was it. And they felt like they need to make it very public that they removed John from it. And if someone said that if you didn't even know John was in there and you heard that, you wouldn't even think it was John. It was John. Anyone in the world would know it was John, even if you didn't know he was in there. And some people didn't even know he was in there until the announcement that he was removed came out. And then they didn't even want to buy the game because then they're like, they removed him because he has an opinion. Really? Come on. Whatever your opinion on his opinion doesn't even fucking matter. Fuck your opinion, by the way. And I only say that because you're gonna say fuck his opinion. So fuck you. And I'm only saying that because you'd say fuck you to him if you could. So whatever. Depending on specifically who I'm talking to, obviously. Again, you can't say stuff like that because if you don't make sure it's not a blanket statement, then everyone thinks it's a fucking blanket statement. It's dumb. So here's a little rant I actually want to go into. There's not a whole lot on this post, but I'm going to go more in depth into it. There's nothing more disrespectful than skimping a video. Seriously, I get you have the attention span of a 4-year-old on meth, but at least acknowledge that you're a dick. Now, I know that some people are probably not going to understand this. Now, on a video like this, if you guys are skimping it, I completely understand why. But if there's a video that someone went through the effort of crafting, especially in animation. Don't just skimp through it, especially, and I hate this, I'll send a video to someone that's like maybe 10 minutes or less, and they'll just start clicking and going through it, not even watching it. They get like 5 seconds and then they keep going. Stop, motherfucker. Watch the motherfucking video. I didn't send it to you for the fucking watch not even half of the fucking video. Watch it. Someone put through hours of fucking work to make something for you to watch, and your bitch ass decided, I'm going to keep pressing the right arrow. Don't even watch the fucking video if you're not interested in it. Just fuck off. When you skim through it, it's so fucking disrespectful. People put a shit ton of work into this. Now, I know this is going to be an argument, and it'd probably only be by me because I'm the only person who gives a shit about this stuff at this point. But there's probably going to be an argument of if the video's uninteresting, then that's on the creator, and that's why I'm skipping through it. But I'm not talking about people who, if the video is bad and they skip through it because it's just not even good and it doesn't keep your interest. Which, as an editor, I'm starting to learn more how to fix. You can actually watch my Portal 2 Episode 4 video. You can actually watch the comparison between good and bad. There's the one released on my channel, my main one, and then there's the less edited version of it on my second channel, this one that's being live streamed to. Watch them both side by side and watch the huge difference editing makes. And that took me so much fucking goddamn work in the first one. The second one took me work too. But that second one, when you watch it, you're going to want to skip through it. And I can completely understand why. On the video on my channel, don't fucking skip through that shit. And some little kid's going to feel really cool and get himself a little boner over this shit. Like, oh, I went to your main channel in that video and I skipped through it. Oh, look how cool I am. I don't care. Fuck off. At that point, you didn't even care to watch the video, so I don't really care. But the thing that annoys me is whenever someone puts in the effort of making something with a lot of little tiny details in between it, and then they skip through the fucking video. Don't fucking do that. It's the most disrespectful thing you could do. It's very unintelligent on your part to not respect this fucking medium. In general, I just hate it. And even if you disagree with me, you don't have to hate me over something like this. So don't fucking hate me over something like this to the fucking stupid SJWs who even made this far. But to me, it's just disrespectful. I can't stand it. You know what else is disrespectful? Calling someone a YouTuber. Watch some little 13-year-old get their dick hard because they call me a YouTuber. Oh, I'm so insulted that you were trying to insult me. Oh, what? It's not going to work. What? I think that's something else people need to realize. If someone's trying to insult you, don't fucking get insulted from their insult. Just call them a fucking little bitch. If someone's actively trying to insult you, they have nothing better to do than to try and, make you feel bad. Why let them make you feel bad? It just makes you look like as stupid as they are. If they're just being, and again, it goes back down to these 13-year-olds who think they're so cool because they do something because somebody says don't. Oh, wow, look at that little rebel. Oh, you're doing so much. Hey, America's in fucking distress. Whatever. Still looking, by the way. Oh, here we go. This one will be fun. Let's see here. I probably had some stupid motherfucker respond to this in some way, but let me look at this. So I reblogged this picture. Let's see here. I say I am a feminist and you laugh because women have rights already. And while you laugh at this moment, you are laughing at 15 million girls who become child brides this year alone. You are laughing at millions of young girls sold into sex slavery, and at the 70% of women in India who are victims of domestic violence, and at the 1 in 5 rape victims in the United States, and at all the people in the world who are discriminated against because of something as simple as their gender. Right. So let me get. Oh wow, this is long. All right, so let me get into this. Or at least let past me get into this. Because rape is solely a woman's issue, if you're a feminist for third world countries that actually do have sexist issues, then I'm your partner. But if you're a feminist because you feel oppressed in America, then you have my apathy and concern for your knowledge on the matter. Even then, you don't need to say I'm a feminist. You shouldn't need to label yourself and treat it like a fucking badge of honor to be a good person. You should talk about those issues without needing to inject yourself into the problem, making it seem like you're something important to the issue, like your label justifies any thoughts, concerns, or opinions on the matter. It doesn't. Your thoughts and concerns are on the same level as everyone else's. A label doesn't make them more important. Much like gender, race, or sexual orientation doesn't make you more important. Your opinions are of your own. You don't need a label. You need to be a good person and care about others without joining a culture, without needing to say, I'm this. So instead of saying, I'm a feminist, say, I am in support for getting people equal rights, especially those in third world countries, without needing a special snowflake badge of honor to make yourself feel superior to others who laugh at this childish label, a label you wear only because you need to feel special or be a part of something. And if you're going to say, but I'm only using the label as a means of joining a cause, since there is nothing else universally known, and it's much easier for me to say that than all the things you told me, then I tell you, become an egalitarian. If someone asks, say you support all humans regardless of differences, and you see humans' importance not in binary, but as one, just one. Even then, what the hell is being a feminist in America going to do in some third world country? They don't give a shit. They don't even care about their own people. That's why they're so behind on technology and education. Being a feminist in America for a third world country is absolutely pointless. But by no means am I discrediting where one's feelings are. They want to help, and that's all that really matters. I'm just critiquing one's reasons behind them. And I'm pretty sure that's the smartest thing anyone's ever fucking said about this whole issue. The only reason I laughed at the 1 in 5 rape victims in the United States is because it's such a fucking pointless statistic. It's such a pointless little thing to even bring up in such a thing. But I guess the whole thing is fucking retarded because... There it is again. I don't even mean to say it. Fucking stupid. Because, women, because women have rights already. They do in America. They do, believe it or not. Laughing at 15 million girls who become child brides this year alone. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm laughing at your dumbass for being a dumbass. Those people, those kids and girls, of course you had to make a child bride and shit like that. Those people in third world countries with fucking problems, I can't do shit about it, and calling myself a feminist isn't going to help it. Grow the fuck up. Let's see here. Okay, I have blocked so many fucking stupid donation drive email things on my email. And you want to know why? Because every fucking time, I didn't ask to join your stupid fucking bullshit email bullshit that I didn't fucking ask for. There you go. That's what you call cycled fucking, I don't know what you would call that. Anyways, I basically just reset what I said in reverse. So... mirrored dialogue. So I hate it when I get these stupid fucking emails that are saying chip in. Fuck you for trying to use a word that makes giving you money for some cause I never even fucking heard of till you told me. Even if I did hear about it before you told me, I never fucking asked to receive. Trying to make it seem like less of a fucking financial decision to chip in $5. Chip in $5. You know how many fucking goddamn things I got? I got that from Republicans, Democrats. I got that from Hillary supporters, Bernie. I don't even know if I got it from Bernie supporters, honestly. But I do know I got it from Trump supporters. I got it for political things. I got it for Doctors Without Borders. I got it from fucking everywhere. Every fucking where that has a donation drive. Chip in, chip in, chip in. You know how many times I fucking read that in a year alone during the election? Probably over 563,420 fucking times. And you know what? I would be shocked to hear that that wasn't an exaggeration, because I read it so many fucking times that I actually have a deep-rooted hatred for these fucking companies. If they even remotely say chip in, I will actually declare them a fucking greedy fucking scam that you shouldn't even bother with, because it's such a stupid fucking thing to say. Chip in, chip in, chip in. Fuck you, fuck off, go to hell. If you died, no one would care. Wow, I was so frustrated there. I really fucking hate that stupid fucking phrase. These fucking dumb motherfuckers who I didn't ask for their fucking email to come to me and then start begging me for fucking money and trying to make it not seem like it by saying, chip in, chip in. You know how many fucking times I read that? Enough to give me PTSD, much like that lady from Twitter. So, here we go. So I actually got a response on this one. I don't know if I'm ever going to really be able to pull it up. Yeah, okay, so there's this fucking blog who's like, oh, no, this isn't it. There was a different one, whatever. Anyways, I made this post. You realize you don't need to make the Bible be the entire law and justice system be Christian, right? And I was talking to, these fucking... in America, there's this weird fucking up-and-coming shit. I guarantee it's going to be the next SJW shit going on. But except for Christianity, where they seem to think that in order to be Christian, or even to take the religion seriously, they need to make everything fucking in the world follow the Bible. They need to make everything follow that. And then we got this weird fucking guy, Brand's Wrath. I almost said Brain's Wrath. He doesn't have that. I really don't think 99% of Christians believe that the Bible should be made into the law of the land. For one, Christ at no point gave any instructions for us to establish a law of the land. He just told us how we are supposed to act. Also, opposing abortion and believing in traditional marriage doesn't equal trying to make the whole Bible law. If that is where you're coming from, your post is disingenuous. Where the fuck did you get that? I have no idea where your dumb, fucking mentally challenged ass got that. You realize you don't need to make the Bible be the entire law and justice system be Christian, right? You're self-projecting some argument you probably have with some motherfucker on fucking YouTube or Tumblr over some abortion shit I never even mentioned. I never said anything about percentages of Christians. I know it kind of came off as a blanket statement. It goes back to what I was saying before. Just because it comes off as a blanket statement doesn't mean it is. Just because I don't say specific Christians, you don't need to make the Bible the law of the land. I didn't even say law of the land. I just said law and justice system, as in the American one, which is what one of the tags was America. Where the fuck did you get anything for this? I never said anything about 99% of Christians. I never said anything about what they personally believe in, that the Bible should be made a law of the land. I just said that these specific individuals that are starting to come up are doing that shit. I never said anything about abortion. I never said anything about traditional marriage. I never said anything about make the whole Bible law involve with that. I never said any of that. You're a fucking Neanderthal for doing that. You should grow up. You should at least fucking, at least have realized I said nothing of the sort. I don't know. It's stupid. I think that's like a year-old post, so it's not even worth reblogging to call him a fucking moron. So here's the video. You're a dumb shit, and if you died, no one would care. Let's see here. I hate when people try to make hashtags jokes, because hashtags in general are just stupid. I just, tag, someone's probably going to, someone uninformed on Tumblr is probably going to go to my Tumblr blog years down the line whenever this comes out or whatever. And they're going to look at fucking, the tags on Tumblr, which automatically add a hashtag. And they're like, oh, well, you use hashtags all the time. Oh, even though that's just how Tumblr works, and I don't actively add them, because I think if I did add them, it would add a second one instead. I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, when people try to make hashtags a joke, it's stupid. Hashtags aren't a joke. It's just a thing. It's a tagging scheme. And anytime I hear it, it's just some new gen motherfucker trying to seem cool. They're never funny. The only thing that I ever found funny was like shots fired, and you don't even need to add hashtag to that to make it funny. If you add it, it actually makes it less funny, because adding hashtag already begins something, and we already know what's going to come after it, because usually whenever you have a hashtag, it comes from whatever you said before. So now you're just basically re-saying what you just said before. Hashtags are just stupid, basically. And they're not funny. They're just not. Anyone who finds them funny, it doesn't even know why they're funny. And they're stupid for fucking pretending that they are funny. Oh, I love this post. Remember when games were a nerdy cool thing and not a pretend to be in a janky buggy movie thing? Basically, I hate how gaming companies are trying to make their fucking games like movies whenever the only thing that does is actively make the fucking game worse. Hey, you guys realize that it's gaming, not movies, right? Stop trying to make gaming like movies. I hate how people are actually approving of this. Don't. Make games, not fucking movies. If you want to add a story, go ahead. That worked out well for the Silent Hill series up until fucking 4. 4 was okay. It was okay. The designs were okay. This is the only post I have, and it's perfect. If I said this years ago, it probably would have been popular as fuck, given, how fucking whatever. Not liking something because it's popular is fucking stupid. And there you go. Pretty much right there. Seriously, whenever Five Nights at Freddy's got popular, people are shit on it until they played it and then they enjoyed it. Whenever people are shitting on fucking My Little Pony, it was popular, fuck that thing. And then they watched and they're like, oh, it's actually not, it's just a show that's actually decent, if anything. Whatever. Also, I have a Valve rant in the works. If anything, it's just kind of like in my brain, writing notes in my brain stage, but it's coming up at some point. Not soon, I'm telling you that much. But here's a post I made about Valve. Valve doesn't understand what the hell fun is anymore. They're just a piss poor company that's ultra lazy, half-assed, and tries to get money at literally every fucking turn. At least Ubisoft isn't entirely fucking unintelligent. They can easily rob someone and get away with it. Valve doesn't even fucking try to earn the respect that people give it. Valve doesn't even try to earn the respect people give it. It just exists, and it has a rep that's from the early fucking 2000s and not modern day. Can we all just stop pretending they're good anymore? Like, they can come back. Like, they can come back, make a game, and make it fucking fun, because they're not. And any new game that they could come out with would be garbage and unfun. They haven't even touched game making in years, at least when it comes to a new IP, and not just an update that costs money. It's all about making shit unfairly balanced and making shit tons of money at the expense of a beaten housewife who's manipulated by Valve, the drunk and abusive uncle's other side hoe, who's believing that before this, I'm too drunk to read what I just said there. I'm just fuck it. Basically, Valve can't make games anymore. That's why they aren't making games anymore. That's why Half-Life's not being worked on, shit like that. It's not being worked on. Even if it is being worked on, it's not going to be good. They can't make games anymore. If you want proof of that, you can look at how fucked up their games are that they've been updating. Remember how we all just loved Left 4 Dead and Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, Half-Life and stuff, and then they released updates that just actively made them worse? Yeah, there you go. Team Fortress 2, remember that used to be a good game until fucking the Fable 2011 update? Like, it's not really fabled, but... see here. Ooh. Give me one moment. All right, I'm ready to read this. I think this was more than likely I was working at McDonald's at this point, but let me read you this. Okay. My grandma always said, when you get your paycheck, you're not going to hate your job then. I almost walked down to where I worked when I was told I would only receive $350. Yep, I remember this. I actually remember getting the text too. Bear in mind, the previous paycheck was $316. I had done literally nothing but 8-hour shifts for 6 days a week, 2 days off total, not even including Christmas. They counted it, but that's actual bullshit, including working fucking Christmas Eve, which not only killed me emotionally and physically, but left me with zero time to myself. This paycheck was about 5/7 of those hours. 8 hours versus 6 is about $40 to $80 difference. Honestly, 6 hours will get you more time to yourself, meaning working won't feel like you're losing a day. Just forget half $100, man. It's not worth it. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is working less hours is going to be better for your fucking mental health because you're actually going to have time to yourself and you're not even going to be making that much less money if you just start working less hours. Granted, that was at a place with minimum wage, and at that point, it's like making chump money, so whatever. So don't take that into account for every job, but at least for McDonald's with the fucking $7.25. Believe it or not, yep, there it is. Believe it or not, working at McDonald's is a lot fucking tougher than you think. Dealing with the mentally deficient customers, insulting/harassing/overacting managers, slow fucking coworkers, taking orders just for you to fucking change something, meaning I have to get said insulting/harassing/overreacting managers to remove that small fry you said fuck it to only right after you before paying. Don't even get me started on the cleaning. Did I mention the mentally handicapped customers? Try burning your arm because your incompetent coworkers couldn't just wait a second for you to place a single fucking fry bat in the fucking fryer. And then there's all the manual labor, which doesn't sound bad until you realize you'll need to repeat it on loop throughout 8 hours. Just do it again for another week. Just do it again and again for Just do it again for another week. The exactly one break. The fact you're not allowed to sit, stupidly place registers next to a door that has left bruises on people from idiots swinging the door open without thinking. Incompetent general managers, incompetent workers, no overtime pay, forced overtime for fucking dishes, not being listened to about what you want your hours are scheduled to be. Try small gaps you have to go through while matrix dodging them incompetent employees just to get a manager. No time to yourself. You wake up depressed, tired, and uncomfortable. Then you immediately go back to an 8-hour job you fucking work to not have to deal with. just for them to immediately do it again. Then, only fucking then, will they remove $100 for no fucking reason. Then the government will remove an additional $100 for stupid fucking reasons, just to give it right back to you at the end of the year, which I didn't even get because I guess I didn't work long enough. Yay, I got $168, I think, from 9 months of work at a gas station. It might have been even more. It might have been 10 or 11. I only got $168 from about 9 or something, let's just say 9 months of work at a gas station, and they took off probably $100 per check, maybe less, if anything, maybe 60 or 80. But I only got $168 back, so the tax returns is bullshit. Don't listen to people on that. They just take money from you for no fucking reason. You actually have to pay to work in America, so why fucking work? I don't know. Why would you take my money, the money I need, just to give it back a year later, which they don't? Unless it doubled, fuck you, give me my $1,200, you fucking assholes, which they don't. For fuck's sake, the only livable wage is $21 an hour. Come the fuck on, America. Inflation up the fucking shit, and minimum wage is barely changing an inch. I'm not even fucking done. None of that sounds bad, right? Just work. It's fucking disheartening to see it's fucking disheartening to see you only get 2/3 or 1/3 of what you worked for just because in America you have to pay to work and because your workplace is a super greedy place. This comes from a much different me. This was whenever I was mentally fucking drained. I had a really shitty relationship going on. I had no time to myself. I worked 8 to 9 hour shifts for 6 days a week. I only got a day off. Sometimes I got 2 days off, mostly just the one. I'm reading this. If you guys could actually read what I'm saying, there's so many fucking typos. I didn't even bother trying to... I mean, this is just as simple of a rant as you can get, basically. I just didn't care. I just wanted to rant. I was so frustrated. So bear in mind, this comes from 2016, very early 2016, I would say. So, yeah, so bear that in mind. It's even worse whenever you're literally giving up 2 weeks of your life just to work at a place you don't even like, to earn money you can't even use, since it's just going straight into taxes and other bullshit. Even then, what are you going to buy just to play with for 3 to 5 hours total for 2 weeks? Fun money doesn't exist with minimum wage. It's a concept for $10 or more. $56 for an entire day gone, just lost forever, while you suffer an 8-hour shift with zero fun and a ton of bullshit you have to suffer through. Sad part is, $50 is 100% of your fun money on minimum wage. Yeah, go buy that underpriced $60 game, that quote-unquote underpriced $60 game y'all like to pretend should cost more. $300 on average for 2 weeks of your life gone. Anyways, to end off, don't listen to your grandma. They worked when modern minimum wage of their wage would have been $58 an hour, not 91 cents an hour. So I don't know where that statistic came from or whatever, not even really statistic. But basically, I actually found this. I'll actually pull it up since it is on my phone. But that when you work when you work in 2 weeks, that when I say that, I mean like when you add up all the time you're working per day, it'll add up to basically 2 weeks of your fucking life. Just gone. Here it is. Fuck America, that's what I called it. Here's a fuck ton of tweets by someone called Cranberry Sanders at Boston Jerry. Rent burden in most cities is 50% more of the average monthly wage for workers under age 35. Why can't millennials save money? Millennials pay all the bills people in 1995 did, plus cell phone and internet, plus rent and food costs times 2, plus student loans with no increases in wages. Starting salary is exactly the same as they were in 1999, but cost of living is tripled. I wonder why all these young people live at home. 1995, almost no one had monthly cell/internet bills for $100 plus student loan payments. I think you mean fucking way more than that. I was on my own at 22. There's no reason you can't be too. And that's basically it. That's why you shouldn't listen to your fucking dumbass grandma about shit. They don't understand that everything has gone up except for minimum wage, and nobody knows why. There are people saying $15 for 2015 just to make it even sadder when it's like way more necessary than that anymore. Let's see here. Alright, so here's someone I actually follow who's kind of neat, and I just respond to them. Let's hear it. Everyone been posting Until fan art / memes for months now. Feel pissed about it. Find huge deal of fan art and humor to be dumb/poor. Haven't played Undertale, but already feel frustrated and annoyed by it. Hey, maybe I should just play it. It shouldn't cost much. 10 USD. I guess my frustration will have to wait till Christmas sale. My response was, it's almost as if a fan base for this game exists that wants to make fan content. What a weird, never happened before thought. While I love the game, I sometimes ask $10, really? Until I realized I put a ton of time into this relatively short game. It's a fantastic game. Definitely try it when you can, dude. Worth the price of admission. Not a shitty, buggy, AAA, aesthetically terror bad, overhyped game. Just play it like you would any other and have a damn good time. I don't know what the whole thing was at fucking point, but this is the last thing I'm gonna end off on because my stomach hurts and I'm fucking dead tired. Alright, I'm sorry, I have to be the one to say this. Death threats on the internet, the unbelievable vast majority of times, are bullshit. They're by preteens who have no debate skills and just scream fuck you a metric ass ton like in Call of Duty. The only reason people bring them up is to bolster their point of harassment, quote unquote, which is a legitimate issue. Death threats are serious, but on the internet, take them with a grain of salt. It's going to happen, and all it takes is taking either the left or right side, because obviously everything's black and white, right? And then I passed out. Alright, I'm going to bed. Thank you for fucking watching. Oh, hey, cool. I'm glad this fucking decided to pull up. Okay, bye. Love you.